So, what if I told you that you could see the entire future of AI just by looking at one single day's worth of news? I know, it sounds like a stretch, but every once in a while, all the different pieces just click into place. And that's exactly what happened. Let's break it down, because the headlines from just one 24-hour cycle gave us an incredibly clear picture of where all of this is headed.
You see, AI isn't just one monolithic thing happening. It's really being built out on three completely different levels all at the same time. You've got the human level, that's where you and I actually interact with it. Then there's the foundational level, this massive, almost invisible infrastructure it all runs on. And finally, you have the raw technology itself, where the next crazy leap forward is always, and I mean always, just around the corner. Today, we're going to unpack all three.
All right, let's start at the most personal level imaginable, with us, the user. A really fascinating and honestly a kind of concerning story popped up about OpenAI and the millions of people using its tools every single day. You know how it goes. Every tech company on the planet wants their product to be more engaging. It's the magic word. It means more users, more growth, more money. But with AI, that push for engagement raises a really thorny question. What happens, what's the hidden cost of making an AI chatbot so good, so engaging, that you literally can't stop talking to it?
And this right here is where it gets incredibly serious. According to interviews with folks who work or worked at OpenAI, that very push to make ChatGPT more engaging had a deeply troubling and totally unintended side effect for some people. We're not talking about a simple bug in the code here. This is about a potential vulnerability in the human mind when it interacts with these powerful systems.
So let's just connect the dots. A standard business goal, let's boost engagement, led to some internal tweaks to the AI model. But when you roll that out to a massive global user base, it seems it may have created some very real mental health risks. And that's the first layer of our story, the human impact.
Okay, now I want you to zoom out with me, like way, way out. We're going from the inside of a single user's mind to the massive physical infrastructure of the real world. Because to make these AI chats possible for billions of people, well, you need an amount of steel and silicone and pure power that is just hard to wrap your head around. $50 billion. Just look at that number for a second. That isn't a startup's valuation or a 5-year plan. That's a real pledge from Amazon Web Services for one single massive project. And what on earth are they spending it on?
The scale here is just wow. AWS is basically planning to build a whole new generation of AI and supercomputing centers, specifically for the US government. And get this, we're talking about 1.3 gigawatts of new power capacity. To put that in perspective, that's easily enough energy to power a very, very large city. This, right here, is the foundational layer. So the official line is that this is all about giving federal agencies a massive tech upgrade to let them do things they simply couldn't do before. So on one side, we have this intimate human-level risk, and on the other, a colossal national investment. So, what's the engine driving both of these things? Well, let's go to our final layer.
And this brings us right into the engine room, the technology itself. The whole reason companies are chasing engagement and governments are dropping billions is because the actual raw capability of these AI models is advancing at a totally breathtaking speed. And believe it or not, on this exact same day, we got the perfect example. Anthropic announced its brand new model, Claude Opus 4.5. Now, pay close attention to that description. This isn't just another chatbot for casual conversation. Nope. This thing is a specialist. It's a professional-grade tool. Its key strength is coding and something they call agentic use. That's a fancy way of saying it doesn't just answer your questions, it can actually go out and do things for you, perform tasks. It's absolutely crushing the performance benchmarks, it's getting cheaper to use than the last version, and its focus is laser sharp on workplace productivity. This is not a toy, it is a workhorse.
And look at that score, almost 81% on a major software engineering test. That is a gigantic leap forward. It shows that these models aren't just getting better at talking, they're getting frighteningly good at doing. This is the technological breakthrough that fuels everything else we've talked about. So what we're seeing is this really interesting strategic shift. While the consumer chatbots are all about broad engagement, models like Claude 4.5 are being sharpened into precision tools for specific high-value jobs. And that specialization is exactly what makes AI so valuable to businesses and governments.
So there you have it. A story about user safety, a massive infrastructure deal, and a huge leap in AI capability, all happening on the same day. So how do these seemingly separate things actually connect? Let's put all the pieces together. It really starts at the technological frontier. Somebody creates a new, way more capable AI model. That incredible new power then drives the infrastructural scale. Companies and governments go, we need that, and spend billions to build it out. And all of that in turn amplifies the human impact, bringing both amazing new benefits and brand new unforeseen risks to millions of us. And that is the absolute core takeaway here. It is a feedback loop. Better tech justifies bigger investments, and bigger investments put more powerful AI into more people's hands, which creates more complicated and intense human outcomes. None of these stories are happening in a vacuum. They are all locked together in the same accelerating cycle. And all of this leaves us with the one really big question, doesn't it? In a single day, we've seen the cutting-edge tech, the unbelievable amounts of money, and the very real human cost laid bare. So as this powerful feedback loop starts spinning faster and faster, the real challenge isn't just about building the next smarter AI. It's about figuring out how we steer this incredible force in a direction that truly, actually serves us all.